Hey, what's up, y'all? Hope you guys are having a good day. There have been some major developments with this new TWAB that came out last Thursday in regards to breach launcher grenade launchers. So today I'm just going to be kind of updating you on that and telling you what's going to be going on in the next couple weeks with trials and maybe even a potential return of the double GL loadout. So after hearing that, you're probably thinking, "Wow, Epic! Like, did I actually hear you say that double GL's coming back?" Well, maybe because Bungie is messing with the special ammo and trials again, and they buffed grenade launchers in PvP. So let's just get into it. I'm just going to show you kind of from a grenade launcher point of view this video. If you care about like all the updates, then you can go read it yourself. Or there's like 10 million YouTubers who have already covered this 4 days ago because I am lazy and I wanted to rant about Void Titans before making this. So I'll get to it today. So the main thing that we're looking at here that's actually going to impact me and my build is this increased impact damage of 40%. And this sounds like a huge buff. Like, wow, impact damage is going up by 40%, right? But it's only impact damage. So the blast radius is going to be the same. The impact damage is very low. It's a very low percentage of that total grenade launcher damage, especially with Fighting Lion. Fighting Lion, I think, is like 20 impact damage, and like I think it does like 130 total or something like that. So it'll be going up from like 20, 21 to like 28, 29, which is a pretty significant buff, especially with Rain of Fire, because there's so many times where I'll hit like a direct shot and then like 100 damage shot and they won't die, or like a direct shot. It's really frustrating. So this buff is really going to help with that, and I'm actually really happy with how Bungie addressed this by buffing Fighting Lion. I guess I should say that Fighting Lion, I think, is included in this. They said that these apply both to PvP and PvE, unless they say otherwise. They didn't mention Fighting Lion, and I assume they would say something if it wasn't. But this buff is kind of exactly what I asked for. I asked for a 5% buff on my Is Fighting Lion Viable in 2024 video a couple weeks ago, and we're getting a 5.6% increase to direct damage. So I think this is a good way to balance it, because they're not, they're making it a skill weapon still where you have to hit those direct shots, which is difficult with Fighting Lion. And I don't think this is going to push the weapon far into, being, oh, no skill, you can just spam it, get the blast radius damage and whittle people down. So I'm actually really impressed with this buff. And you're probably saying, wow, this says 40%, 15% damage buff. How'd you get 5.6? Well, there's some much smarter people than me in the Fighting Line Discord, specifically iGod and Uni, who looked into this, and they did the math and put it at 5.6%. And I was a business major, psych minor in college, and I think I did pre-cal, was the highest math tier I did, so I'm just gonna take their word for it. But yeah, I can already hear you guys in the back saying, well, Epic, yeah, they're buffing direct damage on Fighting Line and special grenade launchers by 5%, but the special ammo still sucks, right? Well, maybe not, because they actually are still finicking with the special ammo and trials, which I kind of like. I like how they're still trying. They recognize that it's not in a good state right now, or not in a perfect state, and I think that they're trying to take this time before the final shape comes out to really tinker with things with a smaller player base, just so it's ready, ready whenever the big DLC comes out. But Double GL might be viable because, at least in the first week, because of these changes right here. So if you want to pause it and read it, go for it. I'm just going to skim over it. The main thing I'm really interested in is this first week, where they're bringing in the unrestricted special ammo crate system, where 4 ammo crates spawn every round, and players drop special ammo on death when they have it. And 4 ammo crates, like, I'm trying to think, like, 4, like, I never played Collision or whatever the hell it's called. I think you get like 2 or 3 ammo per crate or something. Like, am I gonna, when I spawn in, am I gonna get like, are all my teammates gonna get the ammo crate? Are we all gonna, have to fight over it? Is it gonna be like Billy Bob 23, like 1 kill, 17 deaths, is gonna be taking my special every round because he spawns closer to it? I don't know what's gonna happen, honestly. But I think this system is really going to just flood trials with special ammo again, which is going to bring back the snipes and, keep the shotgun players being oppressive and other stuff like that. But what it does mean is, in addition to the small buff that the grenade launchers got, I think Double GL might be viable this first week. So I'm going to be trying it out. on Friday, I mean, I hope it's a good map, man. I hope we get Endless Veil. I hope it's not multiplex again or like some like shitty map. They're like, oh, let's test it. Like, give us a good map that we can, test just the ammo system out, because this is gonna spice everything up. Like Trials next week is gonna be crazy. I can already tell it's gonna be wild. I don't think anyone's gonna know what they're doing. So I'm actually excited to get into it and see if I can make double GL work again. I'm gonna do my best for y'all. And while that first week seems really good, like wow, they're unrestricted 4 special ammo crates, then the next week they're doing this restricted thing where only 2 spawn. The ones by each team's initial spawn, which I think this is the wrong way to go. I would have liked special ammo to be an objective that is fought over, rather than, oh, you just get it in your spawn, and that incentivizes you to not take map control, sit in your spawn, grab the ammo, and then hold your position. I guess there's a trade-off where it's like if you want to grab the special ammo, you can't play for the crate or the flag whenever it pops up. So maybe that's we can sit here and speculate all we want, but this system I don't think is gonna work well with double GL, but maybe I'll try it out. It's pretty obvious though that both of these systems are not going to be the future of Trials. Like they're looking for somewhere in the middle, which I think is this is actually really intelligent game design from Bungie. Like it's actually like this is what competitive games should do. You should set the parameters of the high end, the low end, and then see how those play. I hope that they're metrics that whatever metrics they're looking for. I feel like that's kind of the only way this goes wrong. I don't really know what they're looking for and stuff like this, but I think I'm actually like very impressed with how Bungie have done this recently, and Double GL might be back, guys. So I don't want to waste your time by yapping any longer. That's kind of all I really want to talk about. The fighting line buff, grenade launcher buff, and special ammo changes, and how that's kind of going to be changing things around. In the long term, I still think right now I'm leaning towards cold denial because that's getting a buff somehow. Like like cold denial, you've seen in my old video, in my recent videos, that cold denial is just shredding people and it's getting buffed. So I can't see myself using Immortal too much anymore because I farm for multi-mock and it feels like shit on MNK. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just bad, but I don't like it at all. All the people I've seen like it are the cheater stacks, which there were a million of in Iron Banner, a million cheater stacks, 6 stacks. All the usual suspects were out there farming for it. The Void Titan and their Zims and shit like that. But the only people I've seen really like it are controller players, from my experience. But I don't really watch too many Destiny YouTubers, so maybe that's just me. But I did want to mention that on Wednesday, I will have a video out about the new weapons with Fighting Lions. So like any of the ones that are out in the primary slot, which I think, where is it? And Blast Furnace won't be out yet. Midnight Coup, I think, is coming out on Tuesday. So I'll try and get a decent roll of that and, try it out with Fighting Lions, show you a couple of them. Maybe Hung Jury's coming out. All the primary weapons, because obviously line is a secondary. I'm going to try and get a decent roll of and make a video out for Wednesday kind of showing you, are they good with line or not. But that's kind of everything I wanted to talk about. For those of you guys at the end, you probably also watched my Void Titan video. And I get there's a little bit of backlash, but I kind of just wanted to show that, I'm just like you guys. Like, I play a lot of Trials, but I'll go in there and I'll rage too about bullshit, especially Void Titan, because I think it's just unbelievably broken, and I just wanted to use my platform to give my opinion on it, even if it wasn't the most constructive way. But overall, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. So keep your eyes out for potentially some double GL gameplay on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.